most interesting thing about bird watching is that you can get to learn all the different species of birds and how they live, feed, eat, reproduce, and survive. The main appeal of bird watching is when you can learn all different species of birds as well as wildlife, and you can get to learn about the environment and preserve the environment which we are a part of. Also, the bird watching is not an expensive hobby. You can merely get you can consult a field guide. You can also get some binoculars and put up some seed feeder and mealworms and suet, hang them up and just watch as different species of birds interact and feed. Famous people like Theodore Roosevelt and Charles Darwin were both ornithologists or studies of birds, and also there are more than 10,000 different species of birds. You can go outside and look into your park, your backyard, and look and experience. You can also look at birds' nests and how they raise their offspring, and how they live and where they go for the winter. Bird watching has been practiced for hundreds of years and was popularized by the naturalist John James Audubon. Some birds, because of environmental concern, some species such as the bald eagle had been refounded after discovering that the pesticide DDT affects their reproductive habits, and they had nearly became extinct before environmental concern noticed how they were important in the food chain, and learning about birds can prevent them from becoming extinct. I've seen some species are tiny, like hummingbirds, which are only a few inches tall, while swans are big as 5 feet in length. Bird watching is great because you can get outside, enjoy the fresh air, and you do not need to get on your screen, and you don't have to be indoors all day, and you can learn about the environment and on the outside where you can learn about the environment and help educate people about our world that we live in. Watching experience is like being on a day where you look at the edge of trees and an open field where birds abound, and look for an ideal place for food, water, and shelter, and a place to nest. I often look for different colors of birds, hear distinctive calls, which way they use to communicate. These calls are often variable, often shifting in tones between high-pitched, low-pitched, musical, and even harsh. And learn about species that are concerned. Go to a nature wildlife conservancy, go to a national park, or go online to learn about the species and its role in the ecosystem.
And what do you think will happen if people start doing this?
If people do, the whole Earth will be able to function properly.